You've just activated the Dashcam of Mr. Tech, the gateway to a world of high-speed chases and pulse-pounding pursuits, where every moment is packed with intensity. Buckle up and get ready because the ultimate chase is about to begin. On November 6th, 2022, in the city of Alexandria, Louisiana, no one expected that a routine traffic stop would quickly escalate into a tragedy. The person pulled over was Derek J. Kittling, and what happened next left a lasting lesson for the community.
Walk over here. Walk to your truck. Stand by 8th and Broadway. To the back of your truck. Show me. Keep your hands out your pockets. Put them on the. Walk to the back of your truck. Walk to the back of your truck. Truck for me. Face your truck.
What's this?
Huh?
What's the issue?
Because you agitated. You turn around. You ain't following nothing.
I am following.
Look, turn.
I don't hear you. Can I get my phone, sir?
We'll get to that. Just turn and face the truck. Turn and face the truck.
What I did?
Face the truck.
What is wrong with you? Why is you grabbing on me, man?
Give me a unit.
Why you grabbing on me?
When the deputy approached Kittling, the situation quickly escalated.
Put your hands behind your back.
For what?
Put your hands behind your back.
For what, bro?
Put your hands behind your back.
For what?
10-8-3! 10-8-3! Ow!
What you, bro?
Stay right there. Right here. To the truck. To the back of your truck. Show me. Keep your hands out your pockets. Put them on the. Walk to the back of your truck. Walk to the back of your truck. Out with a Silverado temp tag. Face the back of face your truck for me. Face your truck.
What's this?
Huh?
What's the issue?
Because you agitated, you turn around, you ain't following nothing.
I am following.
Look, turn.
I don't hear you. Can I get my phone, sir?
We'll get to that. Just turn and face the truck. Turn and face the truck.
What I did?
Face the truck.
What is wrong with you? Why is you grabbing on me, man?
Give me a unit.
Why you grabbing on me, bro?
Turn around and put your hands behind your back.
What's wrong with you, bro?
Put your hands behind your back.
For what?
Put your hands behind your back.
For what, bro?
Put your hands
For
your back.
For what?
10-8-3! 10-8-3! Ow!
What you, bro?
A physical altercation broke out, plunging both men into a dangerous struggle. Amid the chaos, Kittling unexpectedly gained control of a taser, a non-lethal weapon, but one that can pose serious risk in the hands of someone intent on resisting. Faced with a life-threatening scenario, the deputy was forced to draw his firearm. A gunshot rang out, shattering the stillness of the neighborhood. Kittling was struck and rushed to a local hospital, but his injuries proved fatal.
Shots fired! Shots fired!
Some have raised concerns that the presence of a taser in high-stress encounters might escalate rather than diffuse tensions, prompting broader questions about law enforcement's crowd control tactics. These concerns remain as the community awaits the outcome of the official investigation. The shooting incident was not only a legal matter but also a deeply painful personal story that followed. Derek J. Kittling was the brother of Lieutenant Colonel Kenny Van Buren, a 31-year veteran of the Louisiana State Police. Van Buren, now serving as Deputy Superintendent of the Bureau of Investigations, oversees criminal investigations and intelligence gathering across the state. This family connection adds further complexity to the case, as a family with a tradition of public service is now grappling with an irreparable loss. The Kittling family has retained renowned civil rights attorney Ben Crump, who has represented numerous cases involving police violence. Some local residents fear the incident may escalate tensions between the community and law enforcement, while others are calling for transparency throughout the investigation.
Behind your back.
For what?
Put your hands behind your back.
For what, bro?
Put your hands behind your back.
For what?
10-18! 10-18! Ow!
What you, bro?
Following the incident, detectives from the Louisiana State Police Bureau of Investigation were assigned to handle the case, ensuring transparency and fairness. While the final outcome is still pending, the event serves as a reminder of the daily risks faced by law enforcement officers.
Code 3.
Shots fired, one subject down.
On the evening of May 19, 2024, an officer with the Fort Worth Police Department received an urgent alert regarding a vehicle suspected of being involved in a shooting near the 4800 block of Miller Avenue, which had occurred the day prior. Utilizing sharp tactical awareness, the officer quickly identified the suspect vehicle and initiated surveillance. As the officer prepared to activate his emergency lights to initiate a traffic stop, the situation escalated unexpectedly. A witness reported that the suspect, 33-year-old Deveria Thompson, suddenly pulled over and stepped out with both hands raised, appearing to surrender. However, this was a deceptive tactic. The moment the officer exited his patrol car, Thompson grabbed a firearm and opened fire. The officer responded swiftly, returning fire in a fierce gunfight amid clouds of dust and shattered glass. The patrol vehicle sustained significant damage as shards of metal and glass flew in all directions. Fortunately, the officer was not directly hit, but suffered minor injuries from debris. The incident occurred in a densely populated area, raising serious concerns about public safety. Thompson's actions underscore the danger posed by brazen offenders willing to confront law enforcement. The officer's composure and accurate return fire under extreme pressure demonstrated his rigorous tactical training and professionalism. After the shootout, Thompson jumped into a vehicle and fled the scene. Despite being injured, the officer pursued him with determination for nearly a mile until his patrol car became inoperable due to damage. Undeterred, Fort Worth police units quickly took over, coordinating a high-speed chase through crowded city streets and into a neighboring town. The pursuit unfolded in tight urban spaces, illuminated by flashing patrol lights and pierced by sirens echoing through the night. The joint effort, bolstered by real-time intelligence and location tracking technology, maintained continuous pressure on the suspect. Just 2 hours after the shooting, authorities located Deveria Thompson at a residence in Arlington and apprehended him without further incident. Given the risks involved, should law enforcement consider deploying remote vehicle disabling tools to reduce the danger of high-speed pursuits?
You ready? I'm ready.
Thompson, charged with assaulting a police officer with a weapon and linked to a prior shooting incident, is now facing serious criminal charges.
Yep. Let's get him over to attack, man. All right, let's get him up.
No, don't do it. Don't do it. Don't do it. Don't.
On April 20th, 2024, a police officer observed a white Ford pickup truck swerving on Nelson Road, Baldwin County. The vehicle repeatedly ran off the shoulder and then back onto the road. The officer initiated a traffic stop from behind and was about to approach the vehicle when the driver suddenly turned back onto the road, drove for approximately 500 feet, and then turned into a private driveway.
Oh. Milledgeville. Show me 1038. Show me 1038 with a white F-150. Hey! Hey, turn the truck off. Turn the truck off.
When I got out of the patrol car, I noticed the driver and passenger were arguing heatedly. Approaching them, I could hear the driver's slurred speech, accompanied by the strong smell of alcohol coming from the car. The officer ordered the driver to turn off the engine and exit the vehicle, but the driver refused to comply, and the car door was locked tightly.
And he want to fuck. I ain't doing it. Let me see your supervisor.
Ball, send a deputy up here for me.
I want to see.
Step out for me.
I want to see your supervisor.
Step up here for me.
I want to see your
Step out.
supervisor. Please.
Step out.
I want to see your supervisor. Because I wasn't doing nothing but arguing with him about
Sir,
the
the
price.
reason I stopped you, I saw you run off the road right there, and then you ran off the road again.
I was arguing with him, man, about the prices of hunting land. Serious.
So what you reaching for?
I don't have nothing. I'm looking for lighters or light my cigarette. No, I was arguing with you about the price of that hunt land. You know it. I just told you about the
Step out for me.
I want to see.
I tried to contact Deputy Reyes via the radio but had no luck. The officer then decided to approach the car door to open it from the inside. At that moment, the driver suddenly took off, speeding down Nelson Street at a high rate of speed, approximately 80 to 90 miles per hour in a 55 mile per hour zone. The decision to delay activating the siren at first was a tactic to avoid provoking the driver. But as the situation escalated, switching to the siren and preparing for the pursuit required quick judgment. At this stage, I considered using K9 support if the driver stopped, but the speed of the getaway made that option unfeasible. The chase became increasingly intense as the driver repeatedly swerved, veering off the road, hitting traffic signs and drainage ditches, but still regained control and kept fleeing. Recognizing the potential danger of causing injuries or fatalities, the police performed a pit maneuver from the driver's side, but it was unsuccessful due to the driver making a sudden turn. In a moment of danger, the driver rammed the truck into a patrol car, causing a severe impact on the passenger seat.
I can't let him back on the roadway.
The driver accelerated, executing a T-bone maneuver that caused the patrol car to lose control, crash into a telephone booth, and almost hit a utility pole. Finally, after catching up to the truck near Low Street, the police performed a decisive Piat maneuver, spinning the truck counterclockwise and flipping it on its right side. The driver still attempted to speed up, despite the truck being overturned, showing a dangerous level of recklessness.
On the ground! Keep your hands up!
The police approached the flipped truck, drew their Glock 45, and ordered the driver to exit the vehicle, but he refused and even lit a cigarette. Ultimately, the police pulled the driver from the truck and handcuffed him. The driver was identified as David Arrington. A search revealed a small bag believed to contain cocaine in his pocket, which was sealed as evidence. Arrington refused to undergo a blood test after being read the implied consent notice in Georgia. At the hospital, Arrington refused treatment and exhibited resistance, attempting to kick the patrol car door of Deputy Schneider while being transported to jail. The police served the indictment and citation, and an arrest warrant was issued the same day.
I got multiple pits involved in a chase.
Wait, record this. Okay. You're in your chest. Get on the ground. On the ground. You so father. You gotta stop. You gotta.
On May 29, 2024, what began as a routine traffic stop in St. Petersburg, Florida, quickly escalated into a tense standoff between police and an uncooperative suspect. Triggered by an expired temporary license plate, the situation intensified due to the suspect's strong resistance.
I just had to move my stuff.
Oh, well, you don't jump out of the car like that.
My bad. I just had to move my stuff. That's it. I just moved out my house. I'm just going to.
What about that makes it appropriate to jump out of the car on a traffic stop?
Cuz, you pulling me over for what? What you pulling me over for? What did I do? I saw you with the little speeder.
You want to keep running your mouth?
Speeding.
You want to keep running your mouth?
No, I just want to know. I just can't look, bro. I just can't just move myself.
What does any of that have to do with you jumping out of the car at the beginning of a traffic stop? When is that?
The situation quickly escalated into chaos when John not only refused to cooperate, but also acted provocatively. He kept moving around, attempted to retrieve something from his car, and challenged the officer's authority. One officer warned, "Don't jump out of the car like that. You're going to make things worse." However, John ignored the warning, continuing to argue about the reason for the traffic stop and displaying aggressive behavior.
Wait. I'm moving. Record this. Okay.
The climax of the incident occurred when John fiercely resisted, forcing the officers to use tactical skills to gain control. One officer ordered, "Get on the ground now," as John continued to struggle and attempt to break free. The officers quickly applied grappling techniques to take John down and handcuff him.
Stop tensing up and relax.
Bro, I am relaxed, man.
Roll on your side.
Like, bro.
Jumping out of the vehicle is considered a dangerous sign for police officers. In training, they are taught that such behavior may indicate an intent to flee or reach for a weapon. During this time, the police discovered a small amount of marijuana in the car, further complicating the situation. John tried to justify himself, but his next action, intentionally spitting in an officer's face, crossed the line, forcing the officers to respond with greater force.
He spit right by my mouth, bro.
This is so father. You gotta stop. You gotta stop. You pussy ass cracker. You racist. Swear to God, when I see you off work, nigga. You know the I be at. Y'all think y'all tough because y'all got badges. Y'all ain't tough without no badge. Put me, man, nigga. I dare you put your hands on me when you get off work. Put your hands on. Man, I swear to God. I swear to God, you ain't gonna look, boy. Swear to God. I ain't gonna threaten and I ain't gonna say no threat. But I swear to God.
Although there was no actual chase, John's resistance created a battle on the spot. He kept thrashing, shouting, and even threatening the officers with violent and offensive language.
In these streets, you want to do that? Y'all would have called the police. Police ass nigga. That's all you want to be, a police. Because your ass get bullied in school. Yup, your ass used to get bullied. Well, now you think you Mr. Tough Guy. Because you're a police officer, huh?
The incident caused some minor damage, including a small dent to the police car door from John's kick. His spitting behavior also raised health safety concerns for the officers, especially given the ongoing concerns about infectious diseases.
They skipped my leg off.
After being successfully subdued, John was taken to jail on 3 felony charges: aggravated assault on an officer, resisting an officer with violence, possession of illegal substances, and 3 misdemeanors: resisting an officer without violence, possession of marijuana, driving without a valid license. On June 22, 2021, TFC Magloire was driving eastbound on Lucky Street when he heard TPR's Williams' voice come over the radio. His tone was urgent as he announced that he was in pursuit of a vehicle that refused to stop. A full-fledged chase had begun, and he reported that the suspect was heading down W. McIntosh Road. Just minutes later, officers spotted the suspect's vehicle speeding toward them, with Trooper Williams' patrol car in pursuit, lights flashing and siren blaring. The suspect blatantly ignored a stop sign at a right turn lane and accelerated northbound on Old Atlanta Road. Trooper Williams attempted to pull ahead to force a stop, but the suspect swerved erratically, changed lanes repeatedly, and even drove into oncoming traffic, endangering others on the road. Suddenly, the suspect veered off the pavement and sped along the grassy median between Old Atlanta Road and Kilgore Road, tearing up the turf and leaving a trail of mud. He blew through another stop sign at Vineyard Road, returned briefly to the asphalt, then swerved off again to evade capture. Without warning, he made a hard left onto Glenwood Road, nearly sideswiping the passenger side of my patrol vehicle. The suspect's reckless driving clearly demonstrated a disregard for public safety and the law, prompting consideration of stronger intervention methods such as deploying spike strips. However, due to the high speed and complex terrain, such tactics posed significant risks in this case. The pursuit grew even more intense as the suspect cut across a field, sped through the parking lot of the Chronic dealership, and crossed over railroad tracks, heading north on Kilgore Road. He nearly collided with a patrol vehicle again while cutting through the lot, then continued across an open field. Suddenly, Trooper Williams reported that the suspect had abandoned the vehicle and fled on foot into a nearby wooded area. Officers quickly returned to Old Atlanta Road, where Trooper Williams and others exited their vehicles and entered the woods. Deputies from Spalding County soon arrived to help secure the perimeter. Deputy Mayfield and his K-9 unit were deployed to track the suspect's scent. Meanwhile, other deputies patrolled the surrounding area, determined not to let the suspect escape. Shortly after, Deputy Sierra Belcher spotted the suspect behind a house at 1237 Kilgore Road. He was drenched in sweat, breathing heavily, and his clothes were torn from running through the woods. He was taken into custody without resistance. At the scene of the arrest, police observed the suspect and recognized that he was wearing the exact same clothes he had on while driving the vehicle. The Cage Police Department brought a fingerprint scanner to the scene and identified the suspect as Thaddeus Walker, a man with a history of fleeing and resisting law enforcement. He now faces serious charges.
Stop moving your head. Miranda, you're making this way harder than it needs to be.
Hello. Get me a mother.
On May 9th, 2025, the police received a signal indicating that a woman named Miranda was driving. She was suspected of driving under the influence of alcohol or drugs.
Step out.
When the police requested her to stop, Miranda did not cooperate and showed signs of violating the law. The police deployed a sobriety check on the spot and were prepared to respond in case she attempted to flee.
Nothing on you, right? Nothing
No, just nicotine.
Okay. I'm just gonna pass you the shoes, don't have no weapons. Alright, you're good. Walk back here. Walk back here. Relax. Don't do that. Walk back to the car.
My nicotine.
Miranda. Miranda, relax. Listen, the way you're driving is concerning. Alright? You see the tip of my finger?
Yeah.
Go ahead and touch it with your finger. Alright, what I want you to do, keep your arms down at your side. Nope, keep your arms down at your side. Down at your sides. Pull your shirt up. Zip your coat up.
I'm sorry.
You're alright. Just go and zip it up. You're good.
I'm sick. Can somebody give me a tissue?
What's that?
I'm sick.
Okay.
Can somebody give me a tissue?
The field sobriety test quickly became a challenge. Miranda repeatedly refused to cooperate, not performing the tests correctly, such as tracking the officer's finger with her eyes or walking in a straight line.
You understand? Mm-hmm. All right. Nope, you gotta follow it with your eyes. Follow all the way out. You gotta keep, you're still not following it. You see the tip of my finger? Touch it again. Alright, so I know you see it. Put your eyes on it, keep your head still, and just follow it with your eyes. You're not following it.
I gotta pee.
Okay, we'll get there in a minute.
And literally, I'm sick as
Miranda, you gotta follow my finger.
I'm
you're not
trying.
following it.
I'm sick as
Okay.
It's not that hard. I've been doing it for 5
Listen,
minutes.
I know it's not that hard, but you're not doing it. That's what I'm saying. Just keep it on my finger. Ready? Just follow it. Stop moving your head. Miranda, you're making this way harder than it needs to be.
It doesn't need to be that hard.
I know.
I've done it.
Alright. You're not looking at my finger at all.
I'm looking
You're
at your
looking
finger.
back there. My finger's over here and your eyes are that way.
Okay.
Are you willing to try this or not? Listen, I'm trying to give you the benefit of the doubt, alright? I'm trying to give you a chance to prove that you're okay to be driving, because right now I don't think you are. But I'm trying to give you the benefit of the doubt. All right? I'm going to show you, but I'm only
The police noted that she exhibited slurred speech, a strong odor of alcohol emanating from the car, and an aggressive attitude. While Miranda tried to excuse herself by claiming to be sick and having a nosebleed, the officers patiently explained that the tests were to ensure she was sober enough to drive safely.
You willing to try this?
No.
You're not willing to try it?
Yes, I'm
Okay.
I'm willing to try
Well,
it.
let's get
I'm
in the
just blowing
position
my
then.
nose on my Calvin Klein brand new mother.
I'm sorry, I don't carry tissues on my
I
pocket.
hate you. I hate you all.
Okay. All right.
Go.
Left foot on the line, right foot touching heel to toe.
I hate you all. Huh?
Stay in that position. All right, I'm going to do 3 steps. You're going to do 9. Any questions so far?
No.
All right. I'm going to show you.
Can you grab my jacket?
What's that?
Can you grab my jacket?
Stop holding. Grab your what?
Take
Your
it.
seat.
No. I think
Miranda,
it's please.
get in the car or you're going to catch another charge.
Can you give me my nicotine?
I'll grab your stuff. What do you need out of the car?
I need nicotine. My nicotine.
So your vape,
Yes.
you have your phone in there, I assume, and then you have like a wallet or something. So vape, phone, and wallet. Is that all you?
I'm on my
The police were forced to use handcuffs and placed her in a patrol car, but Miranda continued to struggle and scream. Her behavior not only made it difficult for the authorities, but also increased the risk of her causing injury to herself. This was not the end, as she continued to resist and shout profanities once inside the vehicle.
Give me my nicotine, bro. That's all I need is my nicotine.
Step out.
What?
Step out.
No.
Get out.
No, the
Yeah, you're gonna break the glass. Miranda, get out of the car. If we
I
had
just
to-
want my
Let me see
nicotine,
your
bro.
hand.
I just want my
Relax.
nicotine. Help me.
You did this to yourself.
No.
Come on, Michael.
No, I want my nicotine.
Miranda,
please.
relax.
Please, please. Babe, babe.
There's nothing I can do, babe.
No, I'm not gonna stop. Not until I get my nicotine.
No, she pulled him forward, so that's what.
Kidding me.
Handcuff her to her butt loop. No.
This is all I wanted.
Yeah, she's just gotta slip it back around to the front like she did.
That's all I wanted.
Throw an extra step.
I'm trying. And you refuse. And you refuse to give me my nicotine.
When brought to the police station, due to her uncooperative attitude, she had to be secured in the car.
I can't.
Step out.
You don't see my titty.
Just face that way. Turn that way. He's got
I can't see this.
The situation peaked when the suspect nearly lost control and kicked one of the officers.
Relax.
Okay, I'm relaxing.
No, you're not.
My nose is bleeding and you're gonna treat me like this.
Hey, look at this strap.
No.
Sit down.
As a result, the law enforcement had to use stronger measures to subdue her. The incident caused some minor damages, including slight damage to Miranda's car due to her destructive actions. Her refusal to undergo a chemical test not only aggravated her legal situation, but also reflected her uncooperative attitude, forcing the police to use even more forceful measures. P4. She has been restrained without any further incidents, and legally, Miranda is facing several serious charges. Operating a vehicle under the influence, OVI, resisting arrest, and disturbing the peace. If convicted, she could face imprisonment, heavy fines, and a long suspension of her driver's license.
Did you notate that?
On December 27, 2022, the Florida Highway Patrol, FHP, received a report about a white Ford F-150 with Florida license plate TF3968, suspected to be a stolen vehicle being pursued by the Suwannee County Sheriff's Office. According to dispatch, the suspect refused to stop when ordered by Troop B, triggering a high-speed chase on the highway. At mile marker 250, patrol officers spotted a white Ford F-150 speeding westbound, trailed by a line of police vehicles with lights flashing and sirens blaring. The suspect, later identified as McKenya Cristal Thomas, was driving well over the speed limit, over 100 miles per hour, swerving dangerously and even veering onto the north shoulder in an attempt to evade capture. Her reckless maneuvers not only endangered her own life, but also posed a serious risk of high-speed collisions to other road users. A crash at such velocity, especially involving a heavy vehicle like the Ford F-150, could result in significant loss of life and property. The suspect's continuous evasion created a major challenge for the patrol units. However, the high speed and complex road conditions required a careful balance between pursuit and public safety. As the pursuit reached a section of road with disrupted traffic, the suspect unexpectedly slowed down to approximately 54 miles per hour due to a Madison County patrol vehicle passing on the right. Sensing an opportunity, the officer decided to initiate a precision immobilization technique, PIT, a dangerous but effective maneuver to disable the suspect's vehicle. With precise coordination, the PIT was successfully executed, causing the Ford F-150 to come to an immediate stop. The entire incident, from the suspect's erratic driving to the PIT maneuver, was captured by dashcam footage, serving as key evidence and highlighting the coordinated efforts of law enforcement. Officers swiftly exited their vehicle, approached, and detained McKenya without resistance. According to Officer A. Regal, McKenya was read her Miranda rights, but refused to provide identification. She was then transported to Madison County Hospital for medical evaluation. After being examined and discharged from Madison Memorial Hospital, McKenya was transported to the Madison County Jail without incident. She has been charged under Florida law with reckless driving, fleeing from law enforcement, and resisting an officer. The incident was thoroughly recorded on a dash cam, ensuring transparency and legal integrity. That's the end of the video. Get ready for more intense high-speed chases and heart-stopping escapes next time. Subscribe now and turn on notifications so you don't miss a single thrilling moment.
Tócala con el dedo. Está bien.